Hello everyone, welcome back to Trev Dog Gaming here on YouTube. This is the game Scum, and we're now in Season 5, Episode 17. Well, this was a rather unusual start to an episode. I'm actually in a service station, and the whole point of this episode was going down to the fish factory to get some tins of tuna and tins of sardines, but I just went out the back here in this service station. This is the one we normally go to, just not a little bit south of the B2 airport base, so I'm kind of there on the map, almost in the middle of B1 sort of thing. Um, but the funny thing was, I came out the back here and I just went and searched through a box here, and look what I got. A tin of canned tuna. It's what I'm chasing. Why have I got cash? I must have used my cash somewhere, because now it's sitting somewhere where I don't normally put the cash. So hang on. It's a huge $27 you got there, Trev. Yeah, I must have used up all my cash to buy something. I did use a few $1,000s in the account just then, and I filled up everything. I filled up the car with fuel, and then I filled up maybe half a dozen fuel containers. So those petrol bowsers there are almost empty now. They were full when I came here. Oh dear. But you got to do it at some point. You can't just, just live on no fuel. You got to get grabbing it when you can. So the top metal container that's in the car at the moment is actually full of 40-litre petrol containers. Well, not full, but it's got a lot in it. I think there's 120 in there as well, and they're all full now. So fantastic. Anyway, if I can remember at night how to get there, we should be able to drive ourselves all the way there. Yeah, I think I remember. You gotta turn left inside of this little town. So left here. I did fix up the chassis on the Laker just before I left. So I left the C2 Snowy base. I didn't go to the airport base. I drove kind of basically straight past it. But yeah, it's about time we came down here and absolutely snagged ourselves. Hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe two metal containers, or no, sorry, 2 bags, I guess, full of tuna and sardines. That would be awesome. I think I put another hiking bag in just the car, the bottom of the car, and it may have gear in it, so I'm going to have to kind of sort that out, separate everything and whatnot. But then I was going to drive down here and say, see you there, but then I thought, nah, I haven't been driving the car a great deal so on camera, so just scoot our way down. It was also one of these things which is kind of funny too, if you can remember how to... I can't remember every little piece of the road kind of thing, so sometimes I have to kind of stop and go, am I going the right way again? Without looking at the map so much. I guess I've done it enough to feel reasonably comfortable, but and yes, I've gone nuts down here before and slid off the road and rolled the car and stuff, and then had to get it out of a ditch and then turn it back on its roof and off its roof back onto its wheels again, and then tried to repair it. You know what? It's kind of a bit safer not to play the rally driver, I suppose. I don't know. The main point is to get down here and get our fish. We need fish. Fish for our health. Fish for our tummy. Although our what were we doing it for initially? Was it our dexterity? We're trying to get it up to 5.0. I think my dexterity is at 5 at the moment, I think. Or close enough. Even though I just went to the service station and picked up a few things I shouldn't have, like orange juice and soda and a cup of coffee and stuff. Anyway, I just keep thinking, I might end up using the tin cans for something else. So that's my excuse, by the way. Here we go. I know I'm in the going the right direction when I hit this bridge. Not actually hitting the bridge, but driving over it. Because I know I don't have a long distance to go before I'm at the fish factory. Go past this little guy. We'll building there. It does look a bit different at night, doesn't it, really? And here we are. At the fish factory. Right. Let's see. Well, don't forget, we've also only got our pistol on us at the moment. 17, yeah, we should be right. Famous last words. Is there anyone sleeping in here? Not meant to be sleeping. If he's... No, he's not in here. Okay. All good. Oh, look at that. It's going to help me out by giving me a couple more bullets. Actually, can I put those in there? Oh, I can. Let's see. Useless. And for me, useless. Actually, might change my tune a bit later when I come across some guys I don't want to come across. Which way should we go here? Yeah, we're looking for fish. We're not looking for anything else, so... Can't hear anyone. Can't hear any beepers. Oh, there's a guy just there. It's kind of funny, walking straight past him. They won't care. Odds are there's guys down here somewhere. Or they're about to spawn in. Let's go find our staircase. And start... Whoops. Oh my goodness. That's meant to be walking down a set of stairs, not walking down the handrail, Trev. And I've just realised I've got my axe on me. Doesn't matter. This is what we came for. I wouldn't be surprised if there's someone around here. Ooh, sardines. You know the reason... Oh, he just says he's hungry now. The reason I like sardines is I don't have to get the can opener out, you know? Get the sneaky feeling I can hear somebody. I've never heard the oh, there you go. I've never heard the water that loud. Do they change that? Sounds louder than usual. I am about to have something to eat here too. Because he's already complained about being hungry. And I'd rather chew down on the sardines, if I can. Is it safe enough here? I probably should be in the building, but then again, knowing how these guys can now open doors and windows, it's probably not going to be that safe. How much does that... hardly adds anything, does it? So, I might have the full 3 cans of sardines. Yeah, it's got a bit of water in it. It should help. Back to the pistol. Did I miss this guy? Actually, I think there's 2 there that I missed. Even that right now, have a look at how much stuff I've got. Man, I think I did that one. Funnily enough, there is a petrol station down here too, really. Yeah, kind of forget about that. You could actually just bring your petrol containers down in your bag, come down here and just fill up from the fuel station down here. Alright, let's see. Is it worth going in? Is there anyone around the back? That's the first thing to check. No one really in there. No. How exciting is it to loot this place? Not really, by the sounds of it. There's some motorcycle boots. You never know, I could use those later. Over the knee boots? Probably not. Kruger magazine. This is a bit of a mixture of stuff, isn't it? Why can't I why can't I loot that? It's like a cash register. You'd think I'd be able to loot it, surely. So, cannon plonk, some shotgun ammo. I like having these 2-litre containers because you can just fill them with water as well, but I think once you start getting your canteens, you don't really care so much. Alright, I think that's kind of done. Can I shut that? There you go. Alrighty. Should we just go back? I might go back and change over. Do this without falling into the water. And don't forget, there was a guy just up there to your right, Trev, so don't accidentally run into him and then have him announce to everyone else that you're here, if you know what I mean. We don't need to tackle any hordes, we're trying to do this as quietly as possible. Who knows where he went? He could have despawned, or he could just be walking around the other side of the building there. Time to swap over our hiking bags. Jeez, I thought that was something chasing me then. It was just a tree branch being blown by the wind. Okay, let's have a look. Now, in the bottom of the car here, this guy had stuff in it. Oh, that's right, it was the guns. So this was a C2 bunker raid. So, this guy... Oops. Oh, there is another one in there as well. Alright. Let me just mix this up a bit. I am going to equip the one here. Oh, is it full? Holy dooly, it's full. Well, full-ish. There you go. Can I do that? These are smaller guns, right? So can't I just make a bit of space here and just plop these guys in here? There you go. So, that's full, but... Well, actually, that's the one that's now got the tuner in it. So how about we do that? Oh, that works for me. Let's go back again, see if we can grab a little bit more tuna. The only problem is where I'm heading now is probably going to arouse a little bit more suspicion, because there's normally a few more puppets in this area. See how there's like a little ATM just sitting there up against the wall? It's kind of good to know these things, to remember that they're here in certain locations, but oh, just in case you didn't know where I was, I'm right down almost southeast of the A1 letter on the map. Oh crap. What was so surprising about that? I just... What the? I ducked down and I showed people a map. Is it getting close to morning? Kind of is. The last thing I want is for these knuckleheads to be following me or jumping on me down here. No one's respawned in the area, I hope. These are just pellets. These might have anything in them. Oh, I'll take the small fish pack. Some bait? Yeah, I suppose. This is always good. This is stuff, even the wires and stuff. Holy dilly, I've left it behind before and then really kind of paid for it because I've kind of really needed it and I've just remembered that I should have taken stuff and I didn't. Anyway, so we're back to here. Looting all the tins of food. What's my... Gloves are okay. Boots are getting down a bit. Have to make sure I repair them. If I had the repair kit on me, I would have done it right now, but I haven't, so... If I find one, I'll repair my shoes. Otherwise, I'll have to remember to do it when I get home. Unless there's one in the car. There could be one in the car, actually. Well, this is going to be good for the old food intake. No one else down here. What's that look like? Yeah, probably better not to have the NVG on, I suppose. That's that's all good. All the red ones are basically sardines. The blue ones are tuna. I might have to go another few containers. What's everything like? Yeah, it's not brilliant, is it? Alright, wait till I do these, and then I might have to chow down on a couple more. So how about we eat that? It's kind of quiet where we are. There could be a guy in this building next to us, so have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, his water's going down a bit, isn't it, really? Alright, back to the pistol, Trev, back to the pistol. There's more sardines in here. Anyone on the floor to say hello? Can't see anyone on the floor. That's the problem though, you can never really tell until you get into the building a bit further, but can't see any shadows lying on the ground, which is a good thing. Alright, so the tuna is gone skis. Doesn't look like there's anyone in there. Some more tuna. You know, technically I've got 2 bases at the moment, so it's like I kind of need to store a little bit of tuna and sardines at each. Probably more the C2 base than the airport base. You know why? Because the airport base has got a ton of look at that. Oh, there's 2 in there and 1 on the ground, I think. Yeah, the airport base has got like tons of corn, crops, potatoes, that kind of stuff around. Alright. Let's see if there's anyone around here. I'll leave those doors open in case I want to run in there. It's pretty quiet. That's where it gets a little bit suspicious, because then you start to feel a little bit too secure. And you forget that these guys are still around. I'm sure you've noticed little generator, but you can't pick that one up. Yeah, quite often there's a guy in this building. Let's pop in there first and just check. No one on the ground? Well, what happened to all the zombies lately? Or puppets, I should say. There you go, my hiking bag is full of tuna. Did I do that one? Yep. Well, I'm going to go back with everything totally chockers with tuna and sardines, aren't I? I don't know whether this building, this one up here in front of us here, I don't know whether that one's really worth it. There's a bit of stuff in there, but there's more fish basically outside than there is inside the building. And for some reason there seems to be more puppets inside the building than outside, so it's like, oh well. If it's safer, I'll stay out here. Actually, is there... I'm trying to think, is there a workshop building down here somewhere? Because that would be good to go and have a look at. So we've done everything, have we? Yeah, I think we have. Oh, got a few little boxes here to do. I don't fancy the idea of actually trying to empty my hiking bag into the car. Alright. These buildings up here might have a bit of loot. Odds are they're probably more likely to have someone crawling around. There's a puppet to my right. Was it either where that puppet is there or around here was... No, it might have been around here. This is where we ran into the suicide puppet that day. Yeah, that wasn't much fun. I think if I remember correctly, I was hiding up here in the bush amongst the rocks. Could be a puppet. They are very, very quiet at the moment, the puppets. I don't know what changed, but... oh, hang on a sec. How bad is this little Laker? Wow, pretty bad. It's got no driver's seat. Oh, it's got one wheel at the back. I want to have a look at this. What's the engine like? Oh, it's got an engine. Hang on a second. It's got a battery. Pfft. How often do you see a battery in a car that's in such bad condition otherwise? Can't quite see whether it's got the alternator in it or not. Bit hard to tell. Yeah, that one would take a bit of work. Anyway, we've kind of done what we really wanted to do. I might come back and have a quick look at those industrial buildings and see if there's some good stuff in there, because it's those ones that sometimes have the they have an industrial like fridge in there, and they can have the generator in there. So got a few spare minutes to have a look. I think it would be a good thing. Let's see if we can free ourselves up one more hiking bag. Yeah, that's the one we put in before and it was chockers, right? Just want to have a look. What did this thing have in it? It had the Ranger car seat and some bicycle wheels. Fair enough. I was kind of using that one to keep everything, so this is the one I just put in. Now, was this bag full or not? No, it wasn't. Okay, so I'm taking that, but let me just check out these guys. Aha. You know where I'm putting some of this stuff, don't you? So maybe if I just do this, this might be a little bit quicker. So this is where I'm going to basically just hide all the excess tins of food and stuff like that. I've just got to remember they're in there, and then off camera I'm going to go and put this stuff away. What I should be doing is driving back to the airport base, putting a little bit there, and then taking the rest back to the C2 base, where it's just in my head anyway. It's a little bit harder to find food. I'm going to leave that one there because guess who's going to have something else to eat? I might even use that one as well. There you go. That's not too bad. Alright, she's well and truly morning now, isn't it? Alright, we're eating that. 58 and 69. I have a sneaky feeling, once I've eaten this second one, I'm going to have to go for a couple of drinks of water, which, you know what that's going to do. And it always does. His bladder's actually not that bad, to be honest. 26%. You watch, I'll go for a little bit of a run. It'll be like the urge to pee. Back to the pistol. Let's have a look. I might sprint a little bit. If I make a lot of noise, I should be. Oh, I shouldn't be making too much noise. I've kind of emptied my hiking bag of stuff. And yes, there's a good chance there's someone in here. No one on the floor. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Did I totally forget? Because this has actually got more tuna in it. I mean, I'm going to take it, of course. We've pretty much done... We've kind of achieved what I wanted to achieve in the episode, and that was to come down and get ourselves a couple of bags of fish food. Got a few other things along the way. I'd love to use that portable lamp, you know, but as soon as you put it outside, you leave the episode, come back and it's disappeared, so it's just something that they need to fix, I guess. It's one thing Scum really needs, I think, is a better way of lighting up everything. Now, don't forget, there was a guy just around here before. Where is he? Has he disappeared? say he's probably moved around a bit. Oh wow, really quiet. Well, it looks like I'm going to end up with 2.5 hiking bags full of stuff. Well, we really are going to go home with a lot of fish. Yep, no one here. Well, apart from the 2 or 3 puppets that I've seen, they've been relatively quiet. Getting ourselves set up with food is so important. And it's good food too, it's not like fattening and stuff. Actually, what's our fat at the moment? Hang on, got those last two to do. Over here it's saying 7 kilos, 11%, and down here the fat's 9.6. Yeah, and our dexterity is 5 at the moment. Intelligence is 5, strength is 4. Constitution is only 2.7 though. That needs a bit of work. But it doesn't look like I'm going to suffer from a heart attack anytime soon, I suppose. Which I think I did in one of my first few months of playing Scum, which was a few years ago now, but yeah. Yeah, I don't really know if there's anything too exciting back here. Well, this is the fish is what I'm chasing, but take a bit of miscellaneous stuff, a little bit of paint with us. Cool. Alright, I could loot to my heart's content because there's still a lot of stuff that I could be looting, but just wonder I haven't. Oh, there's a guy up the road. The spawning system seems to have been tweaked a bit, I think, because they used to spawn right next to you. Now they're kind of, I don't know. We'll see what happens when I shoot this guy. Whether he yells and brings in someone else or not. Did that hurt? That would have hurt even more. Ah, oh, look, there's another one. In your face, Mr. Puppet. He didn't come in because he got shot. He was already here. Make it back to the car. Secure the gate, which they can probably open anyway. Anyone in here? No? I was expecting Mr. or Mrs. Lazy to be on the floor there. Anyway, well that wasn't too bad. That was pretty successful. Look at all the food that we've got. Probably 2.5 bags. That must be around 110 to 130 tins of tuna and sardines, which is absolutely fantastic. Exactly what I was chasing. Anyway. Alright guys, I'm going to call that a success, and I'm going to leave the episode here. Super hope you enjoyed it today. If you did, you can help the channel out immensely by smashing the like button for the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, you can mega help the channel out by subscribing. Alright everyone, thanks so much. Cheers.